YouTube, welcome in. We have quite the adventure for you today. We're on Ascension 9, beginning our Ascension climb journey in earnest. We have finally hit an Ascension that we weren't able to beat first try, just messing around, not really paying attention. So now we have a start here that's juicy, super juicy. I didn't like any of my options, so I clicked to upgrade the above common relic to a rare one. And I got Carpenter's Saw. Worker productivity is reduced by 4, and the next 5 outposts are built for free. We're going to lean into a full outpost economy. We're going to have 5 general collectors right away at the start. And I think this is going to be broken. I think this is the best possible start in the game. But we will see. So we're going to go for the economy budget, save construction, supply depot. Unbelievable. I mean, that's crazy. 50 stone starting on wave 0. So let's plan this out properly. This could be a world record run, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go for what I'm the most comfortable with, which is going to be a lightning strike build. So we're going to get the arc tower, and we're going to banish everything except for lightning surge and chain echo. And then if I can, I'll banish chain echo soon. We're just going to commit to endless lightning surge. It's going to be crazy. We're going to get a hero that will boost our spell damage each time I cast the spell using Arcane Explosion so that our lightning strikes do more damage. We're going to get the Runestone Tower to help us in the early game and get the Magical Charge for more spell damage bonus, and also Runic Fire Aura for more of a fire rate bonus. We're going to try to banish these 3. And we're just going to bounce between these 4 banners. Fire Aura, Magical Charge, Lightning Surge, and Chain Echo. And then we're going to fusion the Lightning Towers, or Arc Towers, and Runestone Towers using Lightstorm. Lightning Surge strikes can create a light burst, dealing the same damage as Lightning Strike in front of and behind the impact. And it scales by 3 times with Magical Charge. So that is going to be good. In the university, we're going to go down the luck tree to get more banners. And we're going to try to kill as many elites as we can. And we're going to be as greedy with our economy as possible. And because we're going to be leaning into outposts, it already costs 567 wood to build an outpost. So we're going to be rushing to increase the outpost productivity by 50% from the brewery. And that is going to be our first specialization. And we're also going to go down the outpost version on the left side for the first tech. And then we'll start going down the luck tree. I don't know if that's going to work out. I think it might be a mistake. but I want to try leaning into the outposts. We're going to be sacrificing workers a lot because they're trash. I mean, they produce -4 productivity. Garbage. I mean, look, a worker gets me 4 wood. Wow. Incredible. So we got stave construction. Now we are going to get the trading post. No, yeah, trading post. And then buy wood to get the guild hall. Claim the gold. Sell off some wheat. To get gold manager. And then that's it. Or actually, I'll sell off the rest of my wheat too, while it's still cheap. And that way we can get a runestone tower. And then if I can, I want to try to stop them from reaching these, because I have, if an outpost stands on a tile where no enemies passed during the defense phase, it grants +2 gold. So that's 10 gold if I just stop them from reaching this tile. So we're going to build a runestone tower just here, even though it's suboptimal, just to help us get that 10 gold extra. Look at that. Beautiful. Shadow Queen Abby, good morning. Okay. So we're gonna want to max out economy budget as soon as possible. And get our arc tower going as soon as possible as well. Other than that, we have 31 stone. Wow. Shadow Queen Abby. Get it, girl. Get it. Okay, so we're chilling. So just in case anyone's new to the Ascensions, these are all the modifiers we're working with here. So, you know, more boss HP, more elite HP. You start with only 3 life points. Outpost costs more. You need more banners for fusions. And now the upgrade cost is more. Yo, Iron Hand, I can't. I reset my progression and I don't have it unlocked. Yeah, I reset all my meta progression for season 5. So that's why I'm doing this climb. But yeah, this is the greatest start in the world. This is incredible. There's no better way to start the game. Thank you for the lurk, Iron Hand. Okay, so okay, perfect. We're looping back to where I was hoping we would loop to. Is there really any benefit to getting the statue this early? I'd rather not. We're gonna hold off on building more towers because I want to see how the map develops. I don't want to build my kill box somewhere. I do want the towers to rank up though. Okay, let's go for the brewery. Or I need to get my passives going. But I do need economy budget. Alright, we banish chain crits. Banish critical bond. And we banish Trinity. And I'm okay with Runic Fire Aura to start. Alright, that'll boost the fire rate of all these guys. Okay, and now we finish economy budget. We'll turn in the guild hall because each upgrade costs 24 after the 56. No. We'll go one more round, I think. Wow, unbelievable runestone tower placement available here. Please. Yes, Path of Innovation. Thank God. Oh, Shadow Queen Abbey, that's tough. Okay, so we are going to upgrade the guild hall. Okay, that's true love is not bullshit. That is so not true, Abby. Oh no, I only have enough. Oh no. This is my last reroll. I could throw this entire run right now. Both of these spells are good. Oh man, do I pray to the gods? Because, Abby, true love isn't loud. Divorce, breakup, heartbreak, that is all so loud. So vocal, so passionate, so devastating. But true love is quiet, peaceful, and Now I haven't gotten past wave 50 this season, Iron Hand, so that's my goal. Yeah, we're not gonna risk losing Arcane Explosion. So we're gonna endlessly cast this for extra spell damage. And now we're gonna turn in our guild hall. And we're gonna get Odin's Grace. One. No, we're not. We're gonna get all the passives. Okay. Or is it worth it to go down the luck tree still? I think it is, huh, for the more banners. No, I have to commit to it. Exactly. Wait, why didn't this instant click? Wait, do they have different costs? Why does this cost 0? I thought they all had the same cost. Oh, I guess not. Oh, but this is important. No, banners are so much more important than economy. And I already have such a good start with outposts that I don't think the return on investment is going to be good enough. Alright, so forget the quarry, first upgrade, wheat, first upgrade, workshop, we want, or hold on. We want to get as cheap towers as possible, as soon as possible. I don't want to forget re-rolls. Okay, we're gonna go for... And that's costly, but I think it's gonna pay off, honestly. And then we're gonna go for the statue and make it arc towers. Not because we really care about the damage, but we care about the blessing of wealth to help us get more gold. And we sacrifice. We're never gonna have workers. Crit chance I don't care about because we're going spells. No, exactly, Shadow Queen. Exactly, a yellow cat. And then I wanted to get due diligence, but I forgot, so that is embarrassing. But hopefully I get enough gold after the 10. I think I will. So it'll put me at 50 plus the 10, 60. I think we'll get it. Wait, did I get Arcane Accumulation? Oh, I didn't. Hold on, we're gonna No! Arcane Accumulation's not worth it yet.
Research completed.
Okay, we have Lightning Surge. Love it. 51? Ah. I think it'll be worth it. Nice. And then we'll also sell off enough to get resource deals, so we get 20% more when opening this chest. Wow. Getting Fractured Arrow early is insane. But also, the treasure map is really good. But the mission choice is coming up, and I have 0 workers. So this isn't going to benefit me at all. I don't plan on demolishing that many towers. We're going to go for Fractured Arrow. Now... we have to start considering the map. And also getting a specialization. Because... Dang, that is a powerful elite, dude. Where's the lightning surge at? That's just one dude, it'll be fine.
Research completed.
Wow, all 3 of these are incredible relics. Because now we spam towers and get more spell damage. Elite enemies reduced by 75 and more spell damage. Oh my god, and another relic? So, Druid Wand, if what is happening right now? This is insane. If I don't get the #1 record here, then I'm doing something fundamentally mechanically wrong, and I need to improve. So the Druid Wand is going to give me an extra 2 energy because I'm permanently below 50% health, which is going to let me cast Arcane Explosion twice more, which is going to give me an even faster accumulation of spell damage. Now, we do have 200 stone. So we could get the Statue of War early. And this is going to help my thingamabobs, my arc towers, become stronger. But I'm really relying on them for spell damage. So, do I really care? That's unbelievable. So we're going to play the long game here. So, can I sacrifice before the boss or after the boss? It says in wave 10. Well, there's wave 8, which is 1 round, wave 9, which is another round, and then I can sacrifice. Okay, so we will buy a worker. And let's get our brewery specialized. As soon as we can. And we'll finish spending our gold on more passive. I think more passive wood. No, we'll go more passive stone. Why not? And then we're gonna try to build 5 arc towers around whatever we choose to be our kill box. Maybe we can loop back around. That'd be crazy. Okay, fabulous. More elites. Okay, we banish opening blitz. We'll get chain echo because they're mostly my DPS right now. Shadow Queen Abby, thank you for paying rent. So we're gonna build these bad boys on the edges of our primary kill box, which I think is gonna be this one. Because if we get the range high enough, arc towers in the middle will be able to go here and attack here and attack here. So this is gonna be our primary kill box, even though it doesn't have any good height modifiers. But that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Because this will allow us to build runestone towers all along this path. And they'll do their damage while also increasing their range to where we get 5 runestone towers all around this primary kill box so that we can just spam arc towers in the middle here. Because we don't want the runestone towers in the middle, because then they're taking up the prime spot. Okay, so I was wrong about the sacrifice. It's after the wave. So that sucks. I just wasted a worker. So that is really unfortunate. And that's just me, once again, becoming more familiar with the game. I haven't played in a long time. At least, like, ascension climbing-wise. Oh my god, how lame, dude. Oh, Shadow Queen Abbey, that is spooky. Oh, wow, getting Crown of Prudence early. Guys, Crown of Prudence early is insane. See, Shadow Queen Abbey, here's the secret, okay? Here's the secret. Hold on. We're gonna specialize, and why not? We'll... Okay. So we need to lightning surge, thank God. Wow. Ah. Getting ancient knowledge early is also incredible because now we're going to be able to research so much faster. This is unbelievable. Okay. Okay, we got a split. Hopefully we can reconnect. We'll have to see.
Research completed.
Yeah, Shadow Queen Abbey, no worries. Please enjoy your Crush's Bond. Okay, so we're gonna get Arcane Accumulation now. And yeah, sure, why not? We'll get Versatility 1. So we will start with the kill box here to take advantage of the +3. But in the later game, we will swap over to here, being where the majority of our towers are placed, I think. Okay, we have the reconnect. Fabulous.
Research completed.
Okay, more lightning surge. Love to see it. More wood. Okay, we want to max out wildlife ritual as early as possible so that there's more resources on the map in the future. So that when we get outposts eventually, it is cheaper there. Market offer. So we're going to get all of our market upgrades before the market offer coming up at wave 13. And I believe now we're going to get mobs that spawn other mobs. Oh, nope, that is not the case. And then we're going to swap our arc towers to target most health and our runestone towers so that we can get a bunch of low health enemies so that our spell can get more kills. Okay, gain more spell damage. And I think more resources on the map will be good to get. Or maybe outpost cost. No, I think the extra resources will be better. And more fire rate for all towers is phenomenal. Oh my god. Also, unbelievable. Okay. Um... 317. That's not going to be enough to max it out. I think we're going to need about maybe 1,000 to max out all of our upgrades. So we're just going to let it cook. And then I realized, actually, we want to boost the DPS of these by 5% each wave using Fractured Arrow. So I will just target the front to keep them from reaching the other towers whenever possible. Okay, perfect. And here are the Orc Generals that will spawn minions on death. So those are the dudes that I need to be ready to cast magical... What is this? Power accumulation on. As soon as they die. So that I get the most kills from Arcane Accumulation, where every 10th kill boosted by 2%. So I need to get more and more kills with my spells that I cast. Perfect. More elites. Sorry, mission. Okay, we have our ring of runestone towers now. So I can start putting arc towers here. Oh crap, I should have gotten trading ships, not that. Oh well. Oh wow, yeah, three-way split. Phenomenal. It's like I'm playing whack-a-mole. More lightning surge. So I have this group here that's range times 6, and then all fire rate. And we're doing that because fire rate is going to give us more chances to summon our lightning strike. And at the same time, we don't want to get the accuracy, penetration, or barrier damage just yet, because we're waiting on those effects being doubled when we upgrade them. Okay, we'll hire a worker and sacrifice. Unbelievable. So getting Artifact of Determination early is incredible, because you can see towers can no longer receive a level up for the next 4 waves. So towers will automatically level up over time because they get a gold cost reduction in their upgrades. So in the later game, when you have, 50 plus towers, this sucks to get because that's 50 towers for 4 waves. That's 5 gold per wave times 40. That's like 800 gold that you're missing out on. But getting it early means I'm only missing out on, 17 times 5, 100 gold a wave. Okay. Yeah, do it, Abby. Ooh, what do you get from McDonald's? Hold on, this could be a new kill box. Nah. I like the kill box I'm building here. Ooh, that one was juicy. Juice. Oh, that's juice. Oh! Juicy. Wait, a McMuffin burger? And the hash browns? Ooh. I like the McGriddle. It's like a pancake breakfast burger. Okay, we're gonna get the power of growth early so that we can cast more spells. I actually should have gotten this much sooner, but that's okay. Alright, it's about time to turn in our guild hall. But not just yet, not just yet. I'll go 2 more rounds, 2 more rounds. And I don't care about a feast. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Abby. You deserve it. Yeah, periods don't get talked about enough. It's so annoying. Nice.
Research completed.
Okay, light work. Yeah, there's just not time. We're gonna go down here. And we're going to start placing our arc towers in this kill box. But first, we're gonna turn in our guild hall. We're gonna get all of our passives. And now we're going to go for the Blessing of Expansion. No, we're not. We're not. We're not. Dang it, I messed up. Because in my head, I was thinking we'll do Runestone Tower and then max out the Blessing of Choice. But I've banished all the banners from Arc Towers that I don't like. But I do want to get the fusion between them sooner rather than later. No, we can get Magical Charge a bunch. We'll do it. Okay, and then we're gonna specialize the workshop next. so that we can place all of our towers on all of these goodies. Look at all these goodies we can place here. Actually, there's not that many. Maybe I won't do the workshop. Well, there are a lot of goodies down here, but then I sacrifice my outpost economy later. No, we'll specialize the lumberjack camp. Ooh, not good. We're going out into the void. This is a high chance of a split. Because if you can go back and forth, there's less chance of a split. Yo, Abby, whoa, don't yell at me. Abby, stop it. Look, we got some very serious Nordhold happening right now, okay? I'm sorry that you're not the #1 priority in my life. Ugh, I missed. Oh, unbelievable. Guys, if I don't build a tower, Glory Legacy will stack and give me more and more stone. We're getting early gold. The Reeker's Axe. And we'll get Chain Echo. Why not? It's the legendary. Alright, so we specialize the Lumberjack Camp for passive 80. And now we're gonna spend as many resources as we can on towers. And that's it. Chilling. Now, due to all the spawners, the minion spawners that are spawning and they're walking so slow, I've been scared to waste my spells and not get any kills, but I think if I just wait till the end, I'll be able to cast them all. Alright, so we're gonna have them all target the spawns minions and max health. Hey, stop it. Dang it! Honestly, okay, I only have one more reroll. I don't want to get some sort of trash one, so we can handle the boss. So we'll just take the path of bounty. Magical charge. Let's go. Okay. And then we're not going to build any towers. Instead, we're just going to rack up a bunch of stone. And then we're going to spend our gold on making sure that we get our towers built for as cheap as possible. Okay, perfect. This looping back around is exactly what we want. Okay, nice. Okay, runic fire aura. Light storm. Lightning strikes can now deal and it scales with magical charge. And yeah, doubling the chance of legendary banners early is good. Look, I know I already get one, but why not two? Why not three, you know? Okay, we hire a worker and sacrifice. Cool. Okay, boom. It's outpost time, baby. Wow, 25. Incredible. Dang, look at this potential kill box we could build. But unfortunately, it's too late. And I like having my kill box at the spawn because it gives more time for the slow enemies to be slow and allows for more of a less enemies grouped up to where I have to do more DPS in a smaller amount of time. And we're going to turn down the graphics and fully remove environmental visual intensity. Nice. We want to get, yeah, we'll take the legendary. We'll take lightning surge. Okay, so now that we have the specialization that we want. Oh, but no, we're waiting on Quarry Legacy, right? You know, I'll get the 20 extra resources. Why not? I mean, wow, incredible, guys. Oh, yeah, those workers. Look, I know it's a waste of gold to get these upgrades. I know it is, but I hate not seeing the gold. Okay, they have to be gold. Okay, we have a split. And it's also near the end. That's not really that good. Hopefully we can get a reconnect. Oh my god. I don't care about this anymore. Our construction cost is great. More spell damage, and yeah, more fire rate. Okay, we're gonna build more outposts. Okay, that's still a possible reconnect. Oh wow. I don't think I want that one. No, I don't. I don't. If I was doing like a Raven Tower build, maybe. Or do I? Because there's a lot of these shits around. But I don't want to spread them out because then I miss out on the runic fire aura bonuses, and the health regen of enemies will have a stronger effect. I think we're gonna skip it. Yeah, I'd rather use these high spots for... Nice, there's the reconnect.
Research completed.
No, we want more elites. Lightstorm. I planned for this moment. Okay, Quarry Legacy is just starting to get good. So we're going to continue to try to hold off on building more towers for as long as we can. Now, I don't know. That might be the wrong call. Because I do have the tower upgrade -1 gold per tower level. Runic Fire. Lightstorm, baby. Honestly, I think we're gonna take the worker. Because I want more relics. Because I want to try and get Vital Pierce. Oh, but sacrifices only give legendary. What legendary relics are there? Have I gotten all the legendary relics I care about? I think for now we will just get the worker. Later on we can get the necklace. And then that'll also help me get up to 5 workers for the mission choice so that I can get a legendary thingamabob. Okay. Like watching the ants. There's a squirrel in my pants. If you don't get that reference, you need to educate yourself. Okay, so Runic Fire Aura, baby. So by building these early, we're really setting ourselves up for Runic Fire Aura to apply so much more. Okay, we have our mission choice and we are sponsoring. Good. Okay, perfect. Arc Towers deal less damage. But they get more jumps, which is very good. Shadow Queen Abby, thank you for the subscription. And Barrier Breaker is amazing. Okay, we are a legendary banner coming up. And you can see we're waiting on getting basic training before we upgrade the barrier, because your next upgrade to barrier damage has a 10x effect. Well, this will actually double with that upgrade to where it's a 2000. Ooh, it's not cringy. Don't say that. I think it's cool that you did a YouTube vlog. It takes so much like mental fortitude to put yourself out there like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll grab this 19. Yeah, it'd be hard like that, Abby. But I mean, I wouldn't be hard on yourself for giving up. You know, we could reframe that. Oh, whoops, wrong spell. Right? Maybe we reframe that to you stopped. Not that you gave up, but you stopped to focus on other things in life because you weren't in a place to continue doing it at the time. More elites. I feel like this is a bad load. YouTube has always been famous. Abby, you're so funny. Yes, during COVID, online media and content creation had a huge boom and streaming took off partially because of that. Absolutely. But YouTube has always been famous. Okay? Let's get that straight. I mean, a solid map. Yeah, a really solid map. Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. But hindsight is 2020. Or what that means is, you know, it's easy to look at the past and go, oh, I should have done this. But you don't know that. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. More lightning surge. Honestly, what was it, like kick or something? I guess we'll just do base damage. We can do some light storm. Alright, sick. Sacrifice!
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Okay, perfect. Oath of Bones for these last few elites. Before, I think it's wave 40, no more elites. Maybe it's wave 50, I forget. Okay. You now, I've never heard of it. Yeah, so clearly your prediction is correct. Yeah, this is so much less laggy than it was. All hail the power of turning it off and turning it back on again. Oh, not the haters, Abby. If you ever want to see a funny video, you can go to my playlist of... I need to clean this up, man. Where is it? Hold on. Go to my channel. Search for comment. Hey. Okay, U.S. Navy veteran reacts to comments for previous video, makes fun of Squadron 42.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I got a bunch of hate on one of my videos, and then I made a video reacting to the hate. So you can watch this. It was so funny. Okay, enemies hit by hero spells or stunned is incredible. But honestly, the extra +3, it's not really worth it. The stun is better. Yo, Famamika, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the gang. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll take some burden cart. Or I probably should have done the mission, huh? Oh well. Okay, so you can see Quarry Legacy is getting good. It is. I mean, we're getting an extra 300 stone a round for doing literally nothing. And I mean, that's half our stone production. And what's fun is I'm going to try to wait to build towers until I pick a oracle choice that gives me 25% off construction costs for towers. And I'm going to specialize this building to make arc towers 40% cheaper. We're going to be able to spam a lot of arc towers. No, yeah, Farquaad, you're good. Don't be too hard on yourself, Abby. It's okay.
Research completed.
Alright, so yeah, we'll get some freeze. Love that. Hey, cheaper towers. Hey, more fire rate. Or, because we know arc towers are our gang, we could do arc tower fire rate plus 20, which is great. Magical charge. We love to see it. Okay, we have cheaper arc towers now. Oh. And I want to reset Quarry Legacy? I don't think I do. I think we want to keep Quarry Legacy going. Okay. Let's see here. Now, I'm confident there are other builds out there that are better. But this is just what I know and what I'm comfortable with. So while it might not be the meta, for me and my skill set and knowledge of the game, this is the meta. Okay, nice and nice. Incredible. More magical charge. Incredible. More light storm. Unbelievable. Okay, we have the oracle choice coming up. We're going to go more elites one more time. And then on wave 39 for that oracle choice, we'll change it to the cheaper towers. Yeah, whatever. I really, really hope we can make it to wave 39 with the new Oracle choice before we have to build more towers. But we'll see. And I am going to be saving up wood the rest of the next 4 waves to make sure that I can build as many towers as I can. Okay. Valknut's Ascendant we did want. And we'll go Lightstorm. Hit it with another Saki. Come on, 3 more waves. I don't know if we're going to make it. Lightstorm. Or whatever, we'll get the spell upgrade. Get some more jumps. Okay, and now we're gonna build some frost. Oh, wait. No, I can't. I have to wait. Have to wait until wave 39. Yeah, I mean, wave 38 is normally what does people in. So we'll have to see. If I can make it past this, I think I can make it past 39. And if I can't, instead of building more arc towers, we'll just build like 5 of each regular tower to boost the spell damage because I have channeling orb. Dang, I thought we could make it. Never fear. Yo, Mano Dingo, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, look, maybe, just maybe, these wood towers, maybe we'll get a relic for bleed, which will apply a little bit of slow. But I don't want them to be in any of the prime spots. They don't deserve that. Manodingo, I'm doing really bad, actually. I am dealing with some emotional turmoil. But we are doing our best to survive through it by disassociating from reality by playing video games. And going well. So in Dune Spice Wars, you're going to want to use nukes as a last resort. And you're only going to use them in the late game unless you are Dinny doing a funny Carino nuke base kill strategy that's hilarious. And you use them for 3 different reasons, I would say. You're going to use them if there is a territory that you are holding on to win the match, and you're attacking someone else to annex their village. While you're attacking that village, that let's just say on the east side of the map, but then someone is liberating you on the west side of the map. While you will nuke your own village so that their army has to run off of the village, and then once your village is nuked, it becomes devastated for 4 days, and it will reset their ability to liberate or annex it. And so you use it to stall in the late game to prevent a liberation or annex of your lands while you go and steal from someone else. Or you use the nuke in combination with the Operation Defense Breaches to do more damage to a main base. And if you're trying to base kill someone who's going gov, you can do that. So, maybe someone wins the governor election and you and the lobby know that you're not going to be able to stop them from winning the second vote. So all 3 of you built nukes. You all get defense breaches. And when you go in to kill the base, after all of your units are dead, if you die before killing the base, then you have an extra 12,000 damage to do to the base because each nuke does 4,000 damage. And then if you consider defense breaches, they each do 6,000 damage, I think. And so then you can do essentially half of their main base's health if all 3 of you launch a nuke. So you can do that, but keep in mind, launching a nuke lowers your Landsraad standing to nothing. It puts you at war with everyone. It will crush your economy, and it will completely ruin you. And so you have to prepare for the nuke by saving up Solari and by changing your villages to where you remove anything that has upkeep on it that you no longer need. So in the very late game, knowledge is no longer necessary, like probably 27k hedge plus. And so then you can delete all of your knowledge makers and replace them with the +4 Solari production building. If it's the very end of the game, you could delete all your manpower if you have 600 saved. You can delete all of your plascrete production, and just replace everything with water, +4 Solari, and maintenance centers. And obviously spice and spice silos. You can also prepare for the nuke by buying a lot of chom, and then you can sell off your chom after you've nuked to supplement your economy. But yes, it is absolutely a last resort. And it's not even necessarily a last resort. You can use it in the early game. So for example, smugglers with their Stakhanov counselor has double the time of liberating a village on smugglers. And so you have 12 days to liberate the village. And a nuke takes, I think, 10 days to load. And so you can endlessly nuke a village over and over and over again to stop it from being liberated if you have Stakhanov. Or if you're able to fight over it and stall, you can repeatedly nuke it that way as well. And sometimes you have to do that earlier, like 25k hegemony or so. Other things to consider with nukes would be using them to force your opponent to move their army a certain way. And so how you can prevent your enemy army from escaping the nuke, unfortunately, you can't. Except if you're ECAS. So with ECAS, you have an operation called Elika Fog. And that stops you, or anyone, even you and your units, from controlling their non-mechanical units when they're in combat in the region you cast it in. So if you're ECAS or someone else in the lobby is ECAS and you're trying to target the leader, you can, fly in with your spaceship or a large army that you're willing to sacrifice. You know what they always say, right?
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
And so you can run your armies into combat, cast it like a fog, and now he can no longer move his army. And then you nuke it. However, keep in mind, if they are smugglers, they can use Calm Jam if they have it prepared. So that's something to look out for if you're trying to do it on smugglers, they can counter it. And if you don't have ECAS or there isn't an ECAS in the lobby willing to work with you, you can also use different operations to sort of lock them into one area. So maybe they're on a border region to a desert or to a region that has a lot of sand. And what you can do is you can cast a thumper. And when you cast a thumper, in my experience, there is a couple second delay to where you are still safe from a worm. So like if someone thumpers a region and I'm walking across it, I won't pull back if I can make it across in a couple seconds. Because the thumper doesn't instantly summon a worm. They take a second. And so if you're going to nuke, you don't want to nuke and then thumper the region that they're going to escape into. You want to thumper the region that they would escape into. Wait a couple seconds for the worm to really get over there and be hungry. And then you launch your nuke. And then if they walk into the worm area, it's there ready to feast on them. It just increases your chances of the worm actually eating them. Maybe even two worms will get them if they have to walk far. If you are paying attention to their supply, you can look at their supply levels and you can look at where they have casted a supply drop. And so, if they're, yes. And so if they are across the map, far away from their lands, and they don't have that much water, they're relying on the supply drop to keep their units alive. So maybe they're in a tiny region, or a region that they're not able to move out of. Or maybe they just moved into the region or on that border zone and they casted supply drop as they're running into the region. Then you can nuke the region that they've supply dropped as best as possible to make their units leave that region or have to leave that region in order to survive. And then the nuke doesn't kill them, but running away from the nuke makes them run out of supply and then die due to that. Other things would be maybe maybe you No, your friend is doing many things wrong. Your friend is doing many things wrong, Manodinko. Harkonnen is really, really, really good. So yeah, I made a faction tier list video. If you're curious, you could watch that. I think there's one or two others out there. Here, I'll copy the link right now, post it in chat. So there you go. You can check that out if you're curious. I think I made Harkonnen like C tier or maybe B tier. So they're not the best, but they're not awful. Harkonnen takes a lot of skill and knowledge of Harkonnen to play well. And you have to use operations very carefully. And you have to manage your economy very carefully. Other things with nukes, the last thing I will say is you're annexing a village and the enemy is running at you. Yes, absolutely, they are. 1000%. Minodingo, Smugglers, and Carino are the best. Personally, I think Carino is better than Smugglers, just barely. But that's just me. And so let's say you're annexing a village, you've destroyed the airfield, and then their army is running across the village, and this is for the win, right? Like you're annexing a special in the end game to win, or maybe it's like right before you win, before tax, or maybe it's an annexation to stop them from winning, or anything like that. Nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think that's a counselor, I'm pretty sure. Or the quirk, maybe? I forget. I'm not that good with Harkonnen. And what you can do is, as their army is running to stop the annexation, you don't nuke the army because they're just going to run past it. You nuke between the army and where they're trying to go. And so maybe it's not even you annexing the village. Maybe it's one of your opponents that is your ally in that moment annexing one of the leader's villages. And so, in order to keep the game going, you have to make sure that that annex or liberation goes through to stop the leader from winning. Maybe even though it's not you annexing it, you still use your nuke and cast it between where the leader is going and the region that's being stolen from them. And you throw down the nuke to block the path of the enemy. So you want it to be where like the radius of the nuke is a little bit ahead of the army. And another thing with nukes is there's multiple circles that you can see when you're hovering over it. So the most inner circle will do 4,000 damage to everything that it touches. The outer circle is like where the I think devastation effect will apply. And then I think the outer circle is where like the radiation damage effect will occur after it's launched for a couple seconds. Now, there's a very, very niche special trick about nukes. I'm pretty sure if the game is paused or during the Landsrad, you can launch the nuke and it will be silent. There won't be a warning. And so if someone does have a nuke, be conscientious of that. Sometimes they will sort of abuse that mechanic. I don't like to do it, especially against newer players, but just be aware that someone could do it to you. I forget if it's pause or during the Landsrad, one or the other. And then the final thing I'll say is if you are annexing a village and the nuke is being launched on the village that you're annexing, as long as the annex continues, the village will not become devastated and unannexable for 4 days. which is what normally happens if you nuke a village. But if you're in the process of annexing or liberating it and they nuke, you can run off of the village, save your units, and remember there's that time that it takes to tick down for the village to stop being liberated. So if you get the bar like 80% of the way there, and then they decide to nuke, you can actually run off of it. The nuke hits, the liberation will be going down, and you can actually run your units back into the radiation. You'll lose most of them, but the radiation will dissipate fast enough to where a few of your units, if you time it correctly, will make it back into that liberation circle and keep the liberation going. And that is like a very niche, good micro play that you can do to counter a nuke on a village you're liberating. But it only works if the liberation gets to like, I think like 65, 75% or more. And so if you're trying to be careful and you're like, I do not want to risk them annexing my village, if you're the one with the nuke, you'll launch the nuke when it's like at halfway or less on the liberation to make sure that they don't play well and do that micro to keep it going. But yeah, that's everything about nukes and Dune Spice Wars that I can think of off the top of my head. Hopefully that helps you. Wow, that was good. Maybe I'll make that its own little video. Yeah, so hey, YouTube, if you're still here, thank you for being here. This was a quick little Dune Spice Wars excerpt while we're playing Nordhold. I really appreciate the question, Manodingo. I love teaching Dune Spice Wars and talking about it. So if anything else comes up, ask. Don't think that you're being a bother or anything like that. I love talking about it. Thank you for asking the question. Okay, we're going to take a little 3-minute ad break while I use the restroom and YouTube for Nordhold. We're going to call it here and we'll make a new video. Oh, Manodingo, you're so sweet. Thank you for the gifted sub. I don't have an alert for that, which is embarrassing. I'll have to fix that. But thank you so much. It's not expected, but very much appreciated. Okay, YouTube for Nordhold. I will see you back very shortly. Bye.